Hi, I'm Bill Arconati, Confluence Product Manager, and you're watching Seibert Media.
Hi there. We're somewhere in Sydney. Do you know where it is actually? MLC something?
We're at the MLC Centre, just opposite the Atlassian office.
And you are?
My name's Bill Arconati, Group Product Manager for Confluence.
And Sherif Mansour, I'm a Principal Product Manager on Confluence.
Actually, if you are watching our videos a lot, then you'll know Sherif already because he gave us a lot of interviews. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for being here, Bill. We're going to be talking about Confluence and everything around that. What's the newest thing that you can convey?
Right now, I personally am working on Confluence Questions, which is a new add-on for Confluence that allows employees to ask questions and get the questions answered and crowdsourced so that the best answers rise to the top.
It's kind of like Quora or Stack Overflow within my own wiki, right?
That's right, yeah. And we actually have an answers.atlassian.com site where our customers go and ask questions externally. They came to us and said, hey, how do we deploy this internally? And that's when we built Confluence Questions for them.
So let me give you a tough question on that. What Atlassian does is they are just copycatting what they find successful on the web. So you have an open source tool there, then there's Quora, then there's Stack Overflow that obviously works. So you come up with a 1.0 of some sort and think, oh, we're so strong at Atlassian, we're going to sell this thing also.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a lot of customers using Confluence today, and Confluence for them is their center of knowledge. It's their knowledge base. And what they've told us is we want Q&A to be part of that knowledge base, but they view that as part of an overall solution that we provide within Confluence. So pages, blogging, and
integration is
part
kind of
that. And the integration with all of that is where, I guess, where we've innovated.
And still, it's a very tough thing to do. We just created a plugin where we had a really big trouble to get the rich text editor into certain fields, and you actually did that with Confluence Questions, didn't you?
Yeah, so one of the things that customers like about Confluence is the editor, all the keyboard shortcuts, all the powerful formatting and macros that you can add to that, and all of that's available inside of Confluence Questions. So when you're asking a question or providing an answer, you can drag and drop images into it, you can do all the things you can in the Confluence Editor.
Actually, I think that the way I look at it is you kind of turn the wiki upside down. Like today, it's kind of a pull medium where I can set out content and people can find it if they need it. And now I kind of do it the other way around. Like I can ask a question and people will then point me to this page. And what I like even more about that is if you use Confluence Questions, then you may end up not creating so much more content, but you create redundancy, which may look bad in the first place. But what you see a lot in wikis, at least what I hear from customers, is it's chaotic, I don't find the stuff, there's too much in there, there's redundancy. And what you now have is you have maybe like 2 or 3 questions that lead to the same page that was there beforehand already. But now, as people always search differently, they ask different questions, now you have like 4 more good ways that people often use to get to that point. And now your kind of navigation, the orientation in the system gets better. Is that something that you see, or is it just like turning up in my head?
I mean, I think for when someone asks a question, chances are that content is not necessarily in the wiki. So there's features that when you're searching, when you're asking a question in Confluence, we'll automatically suggest content that already exists. So we don't want to duplicate content, and what we want to do is give someone an answer to their question immediately. So if there's already an answer to it, you should find that instantly while you're asking. But I think what we found is that people are asking questions that aren't already answered in the wiki. It's things that people might not have thought, hey, Sherif's an expert in, I don't know, water polo. Someone has a question about water polo. Bad example. But he never would have thought to put that in the wiki. But someone asks a question, he says, oh, actually, I know a lot about this topic. I'm going to share my knowledge. So it's like you said, it's that pull versus a push model.
And you also have this kind of domain expert thing where I can see, all the water polo questions, maybe we're a manufacturer or something, are answered by Sherif. So I may go to him because he may be likely someone who knows all this stuff. Do you get feedback, like as I'm from Germany, people always think, they're kind of doing analysis around what I'm knowledgeable about and what not. Do you get bad feedback on that, like too much transparency, or not at all?
I think the customers that come to us are looking for that transparency and looking to promote knowledge sharing within their company, and naturally you're going to share knowledge and create a more transparent organization. So the customers that we talk to want the opposite.
These are things that happen in the physical world, but they're just quite inefficient. Like a new starter joining a company with 500 people is asking the question, who do I talk to from the legal department? And they can quickly identify someone from the legal department. So it's actually speeding up the efficiencies of those real-world connections much quicker than before. Some people may see it as there are people spying on me, but I think certainly, like Bill said, a lot of the customers want to open up their company